What is up, everybody? On today's Unbiased Hard Take, I have a loaded lineup for you guys today. And I have a lot to say, because we're going to talk about Green Bay losing to Philadelphia, Buffalo losing to Miami, how the league and the mainstream media treat those two teams totally different. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about this coming NFL Week matchup where the Giants host the Packers, where the Seahawks and the Rams play for first place in the NFC West. And we're also going to talk about Kansas City and Denver. Denver has a chance to get 9 wins and drop Kansas City down to 5-5. Kansas City's looking to catch up in that division. We're going to talk about those games. Stay tuned for more. What is going on, everybody? On today's Unbiased Hard Take, we're also going to jump right on into Green Bay here, because normally I do a short after the game. However, we did not do that this week. Some issues came up and things came up, but I break down every Packers game, and I always have been on this channel, and I always will. So we're going to do that right now, and we're just going to straight react into it, because it's going to transition into the Buffalo a little bit. Because every team in the NFL hits a losing streak at some point, and Green Bay has hit theirs. They've hit 2 games lost now in a row, which drops down the Packers from leading the division to being a wild card team. If the playoffs started today, Green Bay would be a wild card team. Currently at 5 wins, 3 losses, 1 tie. The Packers still have to play 5 division games. So, I mean, there's still a lot to be determined. Nothing's determined. No one's in trouble. I mean, the Vikings are still in it as well at 4-5. So, it's crazy how the Packers are treated so much different than the Bills. Because with the Packers, Colin Cowherd, literally, I'm so tired of him. Because I don't even listen to mainstream sports media anymore. Because one week Jordan Love's an MVP candidate, then next week he's garbage and overrated. One week the Packers are Super Bowl contenders, next week the media thinks they're overrated. So the media just flips back and forth. That's all they do. The reality is this. Is Jordan Love the league MVP this year? No. Is he a top 10 quarterback? He absolutely is. The Packers are currently a playoff team. They have a winning record. They're 2 games above 500. The Packers are far from struggling right now. But the Packers have had a 2-game losing streak. And losing to the Eagles, whatever, understandable. But it's more so how you lost, because of how the Packers lost to the Panthers. Had the Packers won that Panthers game and lost the Eagles game, no one would have really batted an eye, I don't think. But it's how they lost the games. Because Green Bay, the last 2 weeks, has allowed under 17 points. And they lost both of the games. That's absurd. The Eagles only scored 10 points on you, and you lose the game at Lambeau on Monday Night Football. The Panthers, who lost to the Saints this last week, they're a 500 team. They're mid. They're not the garbage of the league. I understand that. But at the same time, they only scored 16 points, and you lost. So really, I mean, Green Bay scored 35 against Pittsburgh, 27 against Arizona. These last 2 games just haven't been as crisp. And this coming week for Green Bay is a must-win. We're going to get to that here in a little bit. But it's more so how Green Bay's lost these games, because Jordan Love's taking care of the ball. No turnovers for him, but no really touchdowns either. He's not leading the offense on drives. He's being a little too cautious at times. He's more of a gunslinger. He needs to just let it rip. You're going to throw interceptions. Brett Favre didn't have the internet at the time he was doing what he was doing. Jordan Love does. But at the same time, you got to play your game. You're Jordan Love. You're not Aaron Rodgers. You're more of a Brett Favre type of player. And that's okay. You need to just let it rip. And when it comes down to it, I mean, looking at Green Bay, I mean, Jordan Love for the Eagles game, 20 for 36, 176 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. I mean, Green Bay missed a kick. And that comes into a whole new topic, because at this point, play the best player. And it's not just a kicker, because we have Havrisik, who hasn't kicked since he literally broke the franchise's record. It's been one of the oldest franchises in sports. The most successful franchise in NFL history. Most championships since the beginning of the NFL. 13-time champions. The most championships in the history of the league. And he literally hasn't kicked since he broke the franchise's record for longest kick in the Packers' history. A team that is that legendary. Had great kickers. Crosby never hit that. Jackie never hit that. Ryan Longwell never hit that. And we haven't seen this man kick since he hit the longest field goal in Packers history. To virtually win a game for us. It's absurd. I just don't understand it. And I understand where McManus, put him on IR. He's obviously, you say he's battling injuries, put him on IR. We'll worry about it in the offseason. Play the best player. Same with Nate Hobbs. You're trying to play the guy with the contract at this point. Anthony Banks is another one. Play the best player. Not every free agent move and draft pick you make is going to work out. You have to be willing to sit down players who may make more money to benefit the team and play players like Corey Valentine over Nate Hobbs. Or have risks over, at this point, McManus. Because McManus just missed another kick that could have tied the game for Green Bay. I mean, Jacksonville, their kicker hit, I think, a longer field goal than what McManus tried. Havers would have made it, I think. That's all I'm saying. The Packers missed another special teams kick again. Another kick. Just like they did in the Carolina game. Green Bay lost by 3. McManus missed a kick. I mean, at this point, you need to play the better kicker, and Haverisk has been the better kicker. McManus has struggled. Put him on IR. I know you signed under that long-term deal, but we need to play the better player. And it's hurting the team right now. And that's why the Packers are on a 2-game losing streak. Micah Parsons, no sacks the last 2 games. I mean, that has to change. He has to be more accountable. I mean, he's right when he put on the internet that the Packers defense has played really, really well. I mean, 10 points and 16 points. That should win you games in the NFL. It's the Packers offense that's been failing. When you lose 10-7 in prime time at home, that's just straight not good enough offensive football for a team that's based offensively. You have Josh Jacobs, Watson's back, and you have Jordan Love. I know Tucker Kraft's gone right now, but still, you should be scoring way more than 7 points. It's flat out not acceptable. Then, you have the Buffalo Bills, who very similar had another bad game as well. The Bills also aren't leading their division. They're a wild card team, same as the Packers. They just lost to the Dolphins, 30-13. At least Green Bay's games they've lost, 16-13, 10-7. They're competitive. Buffalo lost 30-13. Josh Allen, okay, 28 for 40, 306, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, but the 1 interception was a red zone interception. It took points away from Buffalo on top of it. A-Chain ran all over Sean McDermott, who's supposed to be a defensive coach and defensive-minded coach, for 174 yards and 2 touchdowns, 7.9 yards a carry. Dolphins had almost 200 rushing yards. Almost 200 rushing yards from Miami. I mean, Buffalo is in the same boat Green Bay is, but you don't see people slamming and hating on Buffalo like they do on Green Bay because Josh Allen, for whatever reason, is the NFL's golden boy. He's protected by the NFL, and I don't understand it. He was given a petty MVP last year. He gets all sorts of... He doesn't get any flack for losing to Mahomes all these times. I mean, he gets a massive break for all his playoff failures. Never even been to a Super Bowl. But I'm supposed to believe Buffalo and Green Bay are so much more different. Green Bay's been to a Super Bowl more recently than Buffalo has. I mean, it's all about, it's the media bias. What the media wants to tell, the shit they're spewing to you. It's all it is. I mean, both teams, Green Bay, Buffalo, are wild card teams right now with winning records, just not leading their division. People are hating on Green Bay, calling them overrated and trash, but they love Josh Allen and the Bills for some reason. Makes absolutely no sense to me. Just media bias, mainstream media bias, fake news is all it is. Josh Allen's the NFL golden boy. And I don't understand it because he'll never win a Super Bowl so long as Patrick Mahomes exists. And that's just reality. You'll see. Playoff time comes around, it'll be the same story. Excuse me. And people will make the same crappy excuses for Josh Allen they always do. It wasn't his fault. Look at his stats. Here, take this with your stats. I don't want to see your stats. I want to see you win a Super Bowl. I'm tired of it. Josh Allen gets too much excuses. Overrated. That's all I'm saying. Now, we're going to talk about football this week because we're going to start right into Green Bay and the Giants. Green Bay should win this game easily. I mean, you hope. I said that about the Carolina game too, and the Cleveland game too. So, I mean, I don't want to jinx it and make the football guys upset at me and the Packers again because the Packers, nothing's guaranteed in the NFL. But this is a must-win game for Green Bay. I mean, you have a Giants team that just fired their head coach. Cam Scatterboo's injured now for the season. Jackson Dart's injured and not want to play this week. Jameis Winston starting at quarterback, who's a turnover machine. They have an interim coach now. His first game's coming up. So, I mean, Green Bay, and obviously Malik Neighbors is hurt, so they don't have him on the field for the last few weeks, obviously, as well. That's old news. But, I mean, so the Giants are all sorts of banged up. They don't have a head coach anymore. The rookie quarterback's injured, who is showing good promise. The rookie running back, who is showing good promise, is injured now for the season. It's been a disastrous season for the Giants. Giants just lost to the Bears. So Green Bay ought to win this game easily. But nothing's guaranteed in the NFL. But I want to take Green Bay to win this game cautiously, because I'm nervous. This is a must-win game for Green Bay. Straight up. I mean, that's all I got. This is a must-win. You're going to see me go off if we lose. That's all I'm saying. But then, we're going to talk about Kansas City and Denver. And I think Kansas City wins this game. I mean, Denver's offense isn't good enough to keep up with Kansas City's, in my opinion. Because, I mean, the Broncos, yeah, they have the best record in the NFL right now. But some of these their defense is what's winning their games, not their offense. I mean, they beat the Raiders 10-7 on Thursday Night Football. They beat the Broncos. They beat the Texans 18-15. I mean, the last time they scored 20 points or more was October 26th. And also, don't forget, back in early October, they beat the Jets 13-11 overseas. So their offense has struggled a bit this season. I don't trust their offense enough, especially what I've seen in 3 separate games, really. And I understand they won all 3 of those games, but, I mean, who you played? Geno Smith? I don't even think that they didn't even play C.J. Stroud. Yeah, they played Davis Mills. So you played Davis Mills, Geno Smith, and Justin Fields. You're playing Patrick Mahomes now. So your offense is going to have a good day. And I don't trust the Broncos' offense enough to have a good day. I trust Kansas City's offense more. Kansas City's going to be a little more desperate because this is a division game. And, I mean, truly, if Denver wins this game, Kansas City's hurting, because then they'll be 0-1 against the Chargers and the Broncos. Denver will already be at 9 wins in a winning season this year, and that would drop down Kansas City to 5-5, and pretty much at that point 5 games out of first place, because they would have a 4-game difference, but then Denver would hold a tiebreaker for the head-to-head win. So, I mean, this is a must-win for Kansas City. I trust Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes to get it done. It'll be a close game, low scoring, but I think Mahomes gets the ball late, and he wins it for them. And I think the final score is 17-14. Give me 17-14, Kansas City. Then, moving on, we have the Seahawks and Rams game. We won't predict that, because the winner of this game takes control of the NFC West. Because currently in the NFC West right now, you have really 3 really, really good teams out there. You have the Seahawks 7-2. You have the Rams at 7-2. And don't forget the 49ers creeping back there, just a little bit back as well in 3rd. So, I mean, this is a really tight division. But I think Seattle wins this game. Mike McDonald has that defense playing great. Jackson Smith and Jigma is a baller. I mean, Sam Darnold has proven he's a franchise quarterback. Because Seattle's not really a majorly covered team among national media because of the bias we just talked about earlier. All they talk about was LeBron and the Cowboys for some reason. But that's a different topic for a different day. And Kansas City Chiefs, that's all they ever talk about. So, and Lakers basketball. It's sad. But Seattle's 7-2, as is the Rams, and I think ultimately Seattle's just a little bit better of a team. Seattle's 9th overall in offense. The Rams are actually 5th in offense. But when you look at defense, Seattle's 9 and LA is 11. So Seattle's top 10 in offense and defense. So I think Seattle's just a little bit of a better team right now. They're hot. They're both on 4-game winning streaks. So this is going to be a really good game. Neither one of these, it wouldn't surprise me if whoever wins this game, but I think Seattle's just playing better football. And I think they score a go-ahead touchdown as the time expires in the game, and they win 37-36. So that is my predictions this week. What do you guys think of these games? What do you guys think of my takes today? Let me know in the comments down below. Again, we appreciate you guys. That's really all I have for today. You can like, subscribe, hit the bell, like us on Facebook, check out Sports Fact Today, all that stuff. So appreciate the support from you guys on our weekly videos and our shorts we do. Again, link to our Facebook will be in the description down below. We put a lot of good content on there as well. And that's really all I got. Until next time, go Pack Go, let's go Heat, Hey, Bolo, baby. We'll see y'all next time.